Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the campus of Manchester Memorial High School, home of the Lady Crusaders. Jason Roby here, along with the highlight guy, Steve Cody, in what promises to be a great game, another exciting contest for this Bishop Guertin Lady Cardinal team. I am here with headman Coach Brad Craik. And Coach, first and foremost, want to congratulate you on a great game against Drake the other night. Couple things of note there. 3 players marking up Ashley Talbot, arguably one of the top 2 or 3 players in the state of Massachusetts. You had a 3-headed monster working against her there. I picked out, it looked like Paquette took a turn on her, then Lynch, and then Daly held her to 9 points. What do you have to say about that defensive effort?
Yeah, those 3 did a really nice job on her. I actually thought Kate Daly was great. We asked her to just play that role for us the other night. She probably spent the most minutes on her start to finish. Did a great job. Just did a great job, and thought we just made everything extremely difficult for her, and so we'll take that.
Of particular note was like in her back pocket pretty much the entirety of the game, even in the backcourt. I noted one play where there was 2 Drake players, and Kate was like actually sandwiched between them, trying to get to her position to guard her player, and she did an outstanding job. Anytime you can hold Ashley Talbot to 9 points in a game, got to be pleased with that. Yeah. Tonight you play a Manchester Memorial team, a little bit of an interesting team here in that they won their first 4 games. They've dropped their last 3. But there's more to it than that in terms of they've had some kids out with illness, with knee injuries and so forth. They're not quite at full strength yet, but they're an interesting team in that even though they graduated a lot of players, this is a pretty solid team coming back that you have here tonight.
Yeah, it's a good team, and you're right. They've been banged up. They've been physically. They've had some kids with some injuries that have been a problem for him, and I think he's had some kids just flu and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think he's really had a chance to get his full 10 or 11 kids into a rhythm for any extended period of time. So it's awfully difficult.
And I talked to Coach Cotro, very nice to us up here in the stands, a terrific gentleman, and he's really pleased with what he has, and he's really looking forward. Of course, he has you tonight. He has Bedford the next game, and then a run of games where if he can be healthy, he hopes to make a nice little run there and get into the postseason. Certainly something we think he could do. That being said, your team has played a Pinkerton team trying to avenge a loss. Then you come back and you avenge another loss playing Drake at High School. Looking forward, you have LaSalle on Monday at 2 on Martin Luther King Day. Is this kind of a trap game for you? Do you have a sense that it and you hate to say that to coaches, but high school kids being who they are, sometimes these games can be a little tricky for you to navigate?
Yeah, so I'm going to regret saying this to you, but we talked about that yesterday with the kids. Yeah. I'm going to give my kids the benefit of the doubt. I think I got a mature enough group that they recognize that now's not the time to have a little bit of a brain cramp. Right. So I'd say I'm cautiously optimistic that they're going to come out and play a pretty solid game tonight.
What's the key for you tonight as you face this Crusader team? Are you familiar with them? Have you had a chance to scout them? Being a lot of new players, they have one young lady, 6'1" player that really hasn't played since 7th grade, and she's averaging a double-double for them. Yeah. Do you know this team? Yeah, a little bit. I was able to come over last night and watch them play Alvern. Yep. So I was able to see them live, and they're good. They got great scoring guard in number 23. Madison. She can really score the ball. Yep. And the big kid I was surprised. She moves really well. She rebounds the ball great. Sure. So look, I think, and they're well coached, and they'll compete. So it's going to be a good test for us. I think the key thing for us is can we just be solid start to finish? Can we just do all the boring, little fundamental things right? Can we make the right pass? Can we take the right shot? Can we defend well? Can we rebound the ball? Can we just play a really good, solid, squared-away game? And I think if we do that, we'll be okay. He is Brad Craik, head coach of the undefeated Bishop Guertin Cardinals. They take on Manchester Memorial here tonight in the Queen City. Coach, thanks for joining us, and best of luck.
Thanks. Okay. Shout out to E. Thanks for lunch today.
All right, Coach. Go get him. Good luck. All right, so what we have here is a Manchester Memorial team that is certainly could provide some problems. And Coach Cotro of Manchester Memorial was nice enough to share some notes with us. And as you heard Coach Craik mention, Pepper Omani, she has taken the next step. She was limited last year against this Bishop Guertin Cardinal team with some knee injuries, and they played again in the playoffs, and it just you could tell that she was frustrated with the knee injury and so forth, but she is back. She's averaging a double-double. Fatima Fatma is a player off the bench, a senior young lady who provides their spark, and Coach Cotro was really excited about getting her back and on the floor. And as we mentioned, the young sophomore, a young lady who hadn't played since since her 7th grade year, excuse me, NHIAA McKelvey. So should be a good one here. And we'll see if the Cardinals come out fast and furious. Hopefully they won't get caught in a trap game. Want to say hello to Beth Craik, who is watching from the Fort Myers Airport, Steve. So we have made our way into the Fort Myers Airport. Want to say hello to Beth. Safe travels. And hello to Colleen from Cornwall. Still waiting for those T-shirts. I'm sure they'll be here any day now. We'll get ready to announce the starting lineups. First, we will be introduced to the Cardinals. Number 1 is Brooke Paquette. Had a nice interview with her in the last game against Drake. Megan Stack, number 15. The do-everything young lady, 6-footer. Olivia Murray, number 11. Has been providing a pretty good spark for this Guertin team. Caitlin Wheeler, number 30. Seemed like she had a full tank of gas the entire game against Drake. And number 12, Hannah Lynch, who has since gotten her legs underneath her, missing a couple of games early on and seems to be in mid-season form right now. And now we'll meet the Manchester Memorial Crusaders, coached by Greg Cotro. Torley Adumene is a junior forward. Number 5, Peyton Moran, a captain, junior guard. NHIAA McKelvey, number 20. We mentioned she hadn't played since 7th grade, averaging a double-double. And Madison Pepperomani, a junior guard, number 23, their leading scorer. And Emma Rossi rounding out the starting 5, wearing number 0. She's a senior guard. And we'll take this moment for the playing of our national anthem, and we'll be right back for the jump ball. All right, the national anthem there. The first time we've heard one played on an organ there, Steve. Felt like I'm at the old TD Garden for the start of a Bruins game. Good stuff. All right, we are just about ready to get underway here. 8 minutes, New Hampshire girls high school basketball. No shot clock here in the state of New Hampshire. So you can take as long as you want when you have that ball, but this is a Bishop Guertin team that likes to play with their hair on fire. They like to go, go, go. And we'll see how Manchester Memorial chooses to play that. Greg Cotro's group coming in at 4-3. They've lost their last 3 games, but he likes what he has, and certainly not indicative of the team that we're going to see here in the later stages of the regular season and into the postseason. Quite certain this is a Memorial team that could be in the top 6, top 5, maybe. Outside chance of that. And who knows, if they catch fire and get hot, anything is possible. Meanwhile, this Bishop Guertin team is 5-0. They will play next on the 16th, which is Martin Luther King Day. And it's against LaSalle at 2 o'clock on the campus of Guertin. This Crusader team, they next play on Tuesday at 7 at Bedford. But a lot of work to get through before that one here. Jump ball one there, and the Crusaders just conceded that. They said, nah, we're just going to set up in our defense and let you get the jump ball. So matchup zone here. Interesting look by the Crusaders. Spin move, bounce pass. Little triangle set here being run by the Cardinals. Kicked out now. Bounce pass on the block. Good movement and good help defense there by the Crusaders. Same team. They didn't realize they were both on the same team as they were wrestling for that ball. So a good first defensive possession for the Crusaders. Pressure's extended well out to half court. Pepper Amani has to get rid of it and finds Moran. She hands it off. Three-point shot from downtown, and Yahtzee for Rossi. Going the other way quickly, reverse layup is up and in for Hannah Lynch, and a timeout for the Crusaders. And we have, it looked like number 5, Peyton Moran, came up limping a little bit. She hit the deck on that first three-point shot offering. It's a 30-second timeout. Coach Cottrell letting everybody in the gym know that he wants his team to get back. So if that was a secret, we certainly know now. It is 3-2, Crusaders on top. You cannot celebrate a made basket against this Guertin team, and we saw that in the Drake game. Every time the Cardinals will be sprinting back, they will employ their full court pressure here. They're all matched up, nobody on the ball. So they'll probably look to double, and a good steal there. Bounce pass in the paint, kick out, Yahtzee! And that was Murray from downtown, 5-3 Cardinals. Pepper Omani now dribbling with the left, looking for help. Kicks it out to Rossi, back up top. Moran thought about it, kicked it back out, loses the dribble, back to Pepper Amani. Straight player-to-player defense here for this Cardinal team. Going underneath in the land of the Giants, tried a wraparound pass there. It's gonna go off of Wheeler's leg on the help defense, and Rossi will do the honors. 6:40 to go here, first quarter, 5-3, Bishop Guertin. Got to get that ball in, and is able to do so to Adamene. Adamene now back over to Moran. Good defense and good help defense. So interesting there in that Wheeler was making body contact for a long time before that foul was called. Gonna have to move her feet and beat her to the baseline. Again, Cardinals do not guard the inbound pass. Shot from downtown, air ball, but the rebound goes to McKelvey. Back up top now, Crusaders running their motion offense. Pretty look there by Adamene, couldn't get it to go. The Cards are off and running the other way. And the beneficiary is Hannah Lynch. She's got 4 of the 7. Back the other way come the Crusaders, crossover dribble there. And we're gonna get a travel call against Pepper Amani. And I will say the early going here, she looks to be running a lot better than she was a year ago, so that's good to see for Coach Cottrell and these Crusaders. Skip pass across the way. Ball is touched 4 Cardinals, now 5. Spin move and great help defense there, but Rossi gonna get called on the foul, trying to force that double team. Great job of ball movement by the Cardinals. So Stack will head to the line to shoot a pair. Acoustic shadows here as the lefty puts one through. I've been working on some new material, Steve. We'll see if I get to use it, you know. 2 out of 2 for the 6-foot senior forward. Here comes the full court pressure once again. Pepper Amani over half court, guarded closely by Paquette. Double team was coming, quickly reversed it, and a nice job by the Crusaders. Up and under, left hand, no. Rebound, put back by McKelvey. Now I'll tell you, the dribble penetration has been effective for Adamene, but not to be outdone, Olivia Murray knocks down another triple. Boggle doesn't work as well as Yahtzee, but you get the point. That one airmailed over into the BG bench. Good pressure defense being applied by the Cardinals. 12-5, 5:02 to go first quarter. 1-3-1 defense being employed here. Ball goes down into the baseline. Lynch pops it back up. They find the elbow. Ball went off of a knee. Not a blatant kick. Oh, and a good aggressive play by Moran, but she got there a step late, ends up running into Murray. So that's her first personal. It's the second team foul. Murray left open again, but she comes up just a little bit short. Pepper Omani slows it down and sees what she has in front of her. Left-hand dribble into the paint. Pretty move. Our pass back down on the block, and a nice make by McKelvey. And this sophomore having a pretty good game thus far here. Lynch over to Paquette, skip pass, triangle. Nice job there. And Stack with authority. A good battle going on there between Stack and McKelvey. Rossi now trying to work on Lynch. A little double team coming, and Lynch's quick hands gets the ball on the floor. Ball's rolling around. Pepper Omani pull-up jumper, no. Rebound goes to Wheeler, and the Cards will run. Murray, ball fake, goes up, throws it up, and we'll see if they call it. They're going to call it on the floor. We'll see who this goes against. It's going to be against Adamene. Adumene, excuse me. I did write the long line over the U. Adumene, my apologies, as McKelvey will come out of the game. Stack goes up and in. Shot was blocked there, and a nice one by Adumene. Over to Brunette, who just checked into the game. Kaylee now using the left-hand dribble, loses it. Lynch, a thorn in her side, and a great job of staying in bounds there. No foul call, that's okay. Murray puts it in. She has 8. 16-7 Cardinals. This is Marlena Schmidt getting her first action as well. Ball gets knocked out of bounds, and the Crusaders will get possession as Kate Daly and Brooke Muller will check in, getting their first action of the night. As we mentioned, Daly had a really good game defensively for the Cardinals against Drakeit. That three-headed monster that guarded Ashley Talbot, holding the super senior to 5 points. Pepper Omani from way downtown, from the mall. Ball goes in the low post there to Muller. She couldn't get it to go. Good position on the boards, but Daly able to force the jump ball. Crusaders will get possession on the alternating arrow. Just for the record, by super senior, I don't mean a 6th year or a 5th year. I mean, she is really super as a senior. I digress. All right, back the other way comes Moran. Moran drives into the land of the Giants and banished from King's Landing. There's my little Game of Thrones reference. That was one of them, Steve, by the way, so. A little bit. You have to, gotta stay fresh, you know, gotta keep the folks entertained. As you and I both well know, everybody just turns the volume down anyway. Great hands by this Cardinal defense. Oh, but speaking of great hands, that ball is quickly stolen by Brunette, finds its way into the hands of Adumene, and up, throwing it up and in. And I'll tell you, this is a feisty Crusader team as Brunette tried to wrestle it away. Fatma Fatah will come back in, and as Coach Cotro told us, she is the heart and soul of this Crusader team, leading the team in scoring off the bench, but more than that, coming off of an ACL injury, Coach really likes having her back in the lineup. Nice bounce pass underneath, and that's just the way it's run. That is clinic-type stuff. As Stack has 6, nice assist pass there from Muller. Crusaders now in the half court. Pepper Omani got it in the corner. They'll bring it back up top and try to maybe reverse it as the motion offense cutters through the paint. Nothing there. They get to the high elbow and keep streaking through. Bell kick back out there, and this is Burnett. She'll kick it back out. Pepper Omani now. Guarded closely. Trying to get a pick on ball. Close to a backcourt. Outstanding defense. Ball stolen by Paquette. And Paquette got a forearm shiver. So Fatah's first personal. That's going to be the 4th team foul against the Cardinals, as Lynch will check in and give Paquette a break. Meanwhile, Pepper Omani will head to the bench. So both teams going to the bench quite a bit, and just no answer for the play underneath the hoop as Stack found herself all alone, and that's a product of scheme. I'm sure Coach Cotro already working on how to stop that particular play. Ball being worked around the perimeter. Now baseline cut off by Daly, so they'll kick it back out. That's Yaswe. Yaswe now working against Murray, throws it up and in, nothing, and back the other way come the Cardinals. They'll run. There's Daly, other end, and that is a foul hacked in the act. It'll be 2 shots for Daly. That's going to be Fatah's 2nd personal. So Daly will head to the line for a pair. Been told we have a big crowd watching tonight, Steve. Not sure if it's here or at the airport. Not quite certain. So for all those people watching from the airport, hey, thanks for tuning in. Good stuff. But yeah, it's a nice crowd here at Manchester Memorial. A lot of folks have come on a Friday night. Ball on the ground, kicked around. We're going to get a jump ball call, and sometimes that is the best call to ensure that nobody gets hurt or injured on the play. A lot of things can happen down there when there are bodies on the floor. Best to just blow the whistle, get the alternating possession. It's thrown into the backcourt. Moran now out to Yaswe. Yaswe will pull it back. And quick hands by Lynch. And I think we're going to get a foul. Oh, maybe not. They're going to say it went off of the Crusaders, so Guertin fortunate there. Both players going for the ball. Comes into the backcourt. Murray now over to Daly. They'll reverse it back again. Just a 2-person game, trying to get the feet moving, and we got a player down. And again on the backdoor pass, it goes from Muller. It goes from Muller to Megan and to Stack, and they just don't have an answer for it. 2 seconds left on the clock. It's good if it goes. No soup for you. But a good look there as good quick hands by Muller. She had a shot at the buzzer. We'll come to the end of 1. Your first quarter score, 24-10. A Guertin 14-point advantage. So no letdown here thus far. Have to like what you see if you are our coach Brad Craig and his Cardinals staff. Hey fans, are you looking to play sports in college? If the answer is yes, then let the Highlight Guy help you get noticed and recruited. The Highlight Guy creates highlight videos, they film sporting events, and they live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the Highlight Guy, you are the star. Let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. Does that mean I'm the star for this one, Steve? Am I a star? All right. Falling star, shooting star. Yeah, there I am. I am the star. Call Steve at thehighlightguide.com. Good stuff. All right. 24-14 as we get ready to inbound the ball here. Start of the second quarter. 8 minutes is up on the clock. As we mentioned, this Bishop Guertin team will play on Monday against LaSalle High School at 2 o'clock. And that game is at Bishop Guertin. Meanwhile, this Memorial team will head to Bedford on the 17th for a 7 p.m. tip. Stack goes in too hard off the glass. Got to be careful not to get a cheap foul there as that one goes off of Daly, I thought, but Crusader must have stuck their hands in there. So it's going to be Guertin ball. Paquette calling the play and the inbounds. Stack, and she gets hacked in the act, and a nice play there. She flashed across the middle of the paint, just went inside the elbow, had a nice look. Marlena Schmidt gets her first personal foul. It's the team's 6th. Stack will head to the line for a pair. She has her 11th point. Audumene will check back in for the Crusaders. Two out of 2 for the senior. She has 12 points so far in this one. Off to a fast start. And that full court pressure again being applied by the Crusaders. Lynch waiting to pick up at half court. Rossi now. Working against the length of Lynch. Good quick hands once again there by Stack. Sideline play for the Crusaders. Got to get it in, and they do. Pepper Amani now. Crossover dribble on Paquette. Drives it, throws it up in the lane. She's pestered there by Stack. And she altered that shot, no question. Kick out. Lynch. Stack at the elbow. Back to Daly. Kind of rolls off of her foot. Paquette's not shy. Another rebound underneath there for Stack. And Coach Cotro going to call timeout and talk it over as the lead is ballooned to 18, 28-10 now. Bishop Guertin, and Megan Stack thus far has 14 points in the early going of this one. Want to mention that this is a Bishop Guertin team that has 6 girls averaging in double figures, which is a very impressive thing. And it's a team that shares the basketball. But more importantly on the offensive end is what's happening on the defensive end. They are just hustling no matter whether it's an out-of-bounds play under the hoop, a sideline play, or just their player-to-player defense. They just seem to match up really well, help one another really well, and understand the flow of the game. And that's huge. I think it's a team that has a goal set, and they're trying to do that each and every night. Thought maybe this would be a trap game for this BG team, sandwiched between the Drake and LaSalle games, but thus far it is not does not appear to be that. And once again, a Memorial team, I'm going to say it, and you heard it here on the Highlight Guy. This is a Memorial team that I expect to be right in the thick of things come the end of this season when they are truly at full strength. Here comes the full court pressure once again. Crusaders now trying to break this pressure. Ball comes into Pepper Amani, and she will work against Paquette. The double team was coming. Pepper Amani got rid of it. Found Moran. Moran now looking for some movement. Looked like she wanted Pepper Amani to go the backdoor cut. Nice wrap around there, and a good play of making something happen. McKelvey finishing strong, but that was a good job underneath. And unable to get it to drop on the other end was Wheeler. Back the other way come the Crusaders. So we'll see if they can make that play. Oh, a nice pass by Pepper Amani. The no-look pass, passed inside, and another good look by McKelvey. The sophomore has 8. It'll be McKelvey and Stack. Stack, left-hand hook comes up short. Bothered there by McKelvey, and possession will go to the Crusaders. So that timeout seems like it was extremely beneficial for Coach Cottrell, as the last couple of possessions by this Crusader team they've come away with some points and some good looks and a good defensive stop there. Got to go to the ball, and that one goes off the back of the basket, and so turnover there. Seems like they have 4 wide stacked and no plays coming off, no picks. Ball kicked out to Murray. She had a quick look at it, thought twice about it. Back to Stack. Wheeler now loses the dribble. Good quick hands there. And we're going to get a travel call as that ball was saved by Murray, but she may have dragged that toe of the pivot foot just a hair. So again, another possession without a score for the Cardinals. Part of that credit goes to the Crusaders. Rossi, nice job of dribbling. Oh, good ball fake there by Adumene. But a steal by Paquette, and back the other way come the Cards. Kick out, fired, side iron, no, Stack battling. Oh, and she was tied up there by Pepper Amani, and she kind of couldn't believe it. And that's a tough one. That's her first personal. Back to the line goes Stack. Tough to see. Looked like she had all ball, but the referee had a good look at it. There was obviously some forearm in there as well. Stack knocks down the first of 2. $16 points now for the senior. Balcony Muppets have made an appearance on the other side of things, Steve. They are here. Always love it when the Muppets show up. Back the other way comes Rossi. Oh, good quick hands there, and Stack will run. She'll find Murray, has to take one quick dribble and gets hammered on the other end of things there. That was Peyton Moran not making it easy. It's her second personal, and Murray will head to the line for 2 shots. Thus far, Murray has 8 points on the ledger. Knocks down the first. Reagan Gilmore will get her first action as Stack will come out and get some recognition from her teammates and a bottle of water, and she'll head down to the end of the bench for a breather. Oh, and clearly that yell from the bleachers knocked that second one out. 1 out of 2 for Gilmore. Pull-up jumper, Pepper Omani, yes, knocks it down. She's got 5. Quickly the other way goes Gilmore, leather souffle as McKelvey swatted it away. And a near steal there. Nice pass to McKelvey, little jumper, tough angle. Cards will run off the hands of Murray, and finding Lynch on the other end, she'll have an opportunity for the 3-point play. Pretty pass there. Finding its mark was Murray. Lynch has 6 points. Lynch will get the free throw here. And front iron missed that one. So the Cards started out pretty good on the free throw line. They missed their last 2. Pepper Omani now pivoting on that left foot. Thought about going baseline, decided to bring it back up top. Nice pick on the ball there. Ball finds Rossi. Rossi, left-hand dribble, looking for McKelvey. She'll drive baseline, tried to do the up and under, no. Reagan Gilmore with the rebound, and back comes Paquette. Cardinals now in their half-court set. Run their motion offense against this man-to-man defense. Pick there, runner in the lane, no. Cleaning up her own mess was Paquette. And that ball gets knocked out of bounds, and it went off of Brooke Paquette, so it'll be Crusader ball. Rossi will go out, Brunette will come in for Manchester Memorial. Their white uniforms, BG in their away green. Pepper Omani now. Little half-court trap action seems to be dialed in, and Coach Cotro's crew was ready for it as that ball was marked for McKelvey. Wheeler got into the passing lane late. Pepper Omani now. Back in the corner, and that was a set play, but that'll hit nothing. Rebound goes to Lynch, and she'll run. One dribble firing. Pretty move, reverse layup. Gilmore couldn't get it to go, but it was a good look. 3:38 to go here, first half action. 33-16 Guertin. Here comes the pick and roll. Nice job there. McKelvey now. Moran being harassed. Foul going to go against Murray. That's her first personal. Just the second team foul on the Cardinals, while the Crusaders have 9. And that's always a product of moving your feet on defense. Not attacking the hands, but attacking where the ball is going. Pretty pass underneath McKelvey. It was intended for Moran. She couldn't get it. And back the other way come the Cards. Lynch dishes it off to Murray. Murray back to Paquette. Right-hand dribble, runner in the lane. Couldn't get it to go, but hacked in the act. And she'll get 2 free throws. Adumene on the foul. That is her second personal. Paquette will head to the line. Front iron on the first as 3 Cardinals will check in, 2 Crusaders. Daly, Stack, and Muller for the Cards. 1 out of 2 for Paquette. Here comes the full court pressure now. And here comes the double on the baseline. They find foul line extended, and that's how you break the press. Nice job by the Crusaders, but the pass was intended, looked like it was intended for McKelvey, but, oh, and watch that knee. Oh my goodness. That could have been a terrible injury. Thank goodness she had that knee brace on. 34-16. Hate to see that. Muller's first personal. Got to get that ball in. It went off of Paquette, so they'll keep possession. And speaking of Paquette, if you had said, you know, she only has 1 point up to this point in the game, a year ago that would have been a concern, but not this year because there are so many Cardinals that can put the ball in the basket. She doesn't have to wear that hat this year. Sometimes she's called on to score, but not every game. Paquette gets driven by on the baseline, and I think it looked like that ball was handled by Rossi, and she lost the handle, but they'll say it went off of Guertin. Runner in the lane, no, surrounded by 3 Cardinals. There was contact, but no whistle. Daly can't run it down, has to save it, and threw it to Rossi. Into the corner. 2:15 to go here, first half of action. Stack extending the defense. Moran, crossover. Nice bounce pass underneath, and oh, couldn't finish it. Second chance opportunity. Couldn't get that one either, but she'll head to the free throw line as Muller will pick up her second personal foul. Heading to the line will be McKelvey. McKelvey back irons the first. She'll get a second. Lynch will check in for Paquette. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Yaswe will come in and give Brunette a break. McKelvey, 1 out of 2. Wheeler will check in and give Muller a break. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, I didn't see who came in, but McKelvey checked out. Could have been Marlena Schmidt, I believe. And here come the Cards running their half-court set. Good motion, well beyond the three-point line. Find a streaking Lynch. Nice pass from Muller to Lynch. And Lynch has 8. Good quick feet there by Daly. Rossi now between the legs. Kicks it out. And that ball had to be on the upfield shoulder, otherwise it would have been stolen. A little football reference there as Yahtzee from the outside. Emma Rossi has her second triple. 36-20. Pretty dribble drive there by Murray. She has 11. Stack gets her hands in there and hits the floater in the baseline for another deuce. And getting trapped out there, very fortunate to get rid of it. Coming into the lane was Peyton Moran, and she was fouled. And that's going to go against Wheeler. That's just her second. And with 45 seconds to go here in the first half, just the Cardinals' 5th personal foul. However, it was in the act, so she'll get 2. In and out on that first one. Muller will come out and Paquette will come in. Moran 1 out of 2, and Yasue will come back in for the Crusaders. Into the corner now. Paquette. 19-point Cardinal advantage. 35 seconds to go here, first half of action. Daly streaking through the middle. She's bothered there, and we're going to get a jump ball called. And we'll see who has possession as there's some conversation going on down there. Looks like the Cards will get possession. Daly rubbing her eye. Looks like she may have taken a shot to the left eye. She'll head over to the bench, and Gilmore will check in for her as the trainer will come take a look at Daly. And Daly's heading out the door. Looks like she's heading to the restroom. And the trainer will head after her to make sure she's okay. Ball comes inbounds to Memorial, but it's stolen by Lynch, and she had a runner in the lane, was fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll head to the line. Fatah's 3rd personal, and Lynch will head to the line. The charity stripe, if you will. Hannah knocks, or misses the first one, excuse me. Adamene will check back in for the Crusaders. Rebounding purposes here. Hannah gets 1 out of 2. Hannah has 9 points. Pressure. Ball stolen again by Lynch. Goes up with the left and in. She's got 11. Back the other way comes Rossi. Finds a streaking Adamene. She throws it up and in. A pretty move there. Adamene, nice job on that one. Not to be outdone. Paquette at the buzzer. Comes the other way. So we'll head to halftime. And your score, Bishop Guertin 45, Manchester Memorial 23, a 22-point advantage, but it has been a physical back and forth game here. Both teams having some success in the half court. We'll take a 2-minute break and we'll be back to wrap up the first half and get ready to address the second half of things right here on The Highlight Guy. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back here just before the start of the second half. We have Bishop Guertin 45, Manchester Memorial Crusaders 23. A pretty healthy lead here by the Cardinals. Had an opportunity to talk to Coach Craik during the half, and some things that he liked and some things that they need to do better on is that backside help defense. If they're going to get up and play in those pockets of the Memorial Crusaders and they get beat off the dribble, they really got to concentrate on getting back on that help defense. Meanwhile, defensively themselves, they've done some nice things here as they've had a lot of steals that have transitioned into some easy buckets. Megan Stack leading the way with 18 points as Steve Cody, Nostradamus himself, predicted a huge monster night for Stack. He kind of felt it was in the cards, no pun intended there. We know this Memorial team also is going to play with their hair on fire as Anasia McKelvey, has 9 points. Pepra Amani has 5. Adamene with 2. And Rossi with 6. On the other side of the ledger, it's Paquette of the Cardinals with 3. Murray and Lynch with 11 apiece. Kate Daly with a bucket. And Megan Stack with 18. Jason Roby here along with the highlight guy Steve Cody on the moving pictures. And it'll be Bishop Guertin ball to start things here. Guertin looking to go to 6-0 as they head into the long weekend. They'll play on Monday afternoon at 2 against LaSalle. But 16 minutes to go here in regulation. Nice backdoor cut. And Murray going to get called for the travel. It would have been a turnover anyway as she tried to find Wheeler. Handling the pressure, reversing it. Oh, and a nice job. What a pass. Got to finish there as Adamene just missed it. Adumene. Ball gets kicked around and picked up by Rossi. She'll pull things out. She didn't have the numbers. Good recognition there by Rossi. McKelvey far from the basket. Gets it over to Adamene. She throws one up and can't get the roll. Basket not being friendly to her. Stack, kick out, too much mustard on that hot dog as it goes through the wing of Murray. So another turnover. 45 seconds in, same score, 45-23, Cardinal advantage. Here comes the trap. They reverse it quickly. Torle gets it out to Pepra Amani. Working against Murray. Crossover. Good first step. Comes back up top to Moran. Rossi now. Head back the way it came. Moran. High dribble. Looking for that back post. And there's that help defense that kind of slid down and got in front of McKelvey. Cardinals will set up in the half court. Murray, dribble drive, too far under the hoop, followed there by Wheeler, and she gets her first bucket. Here comes the trap, skip pass, finds its mark. Nice job by the Crusaders there, breaking the pressure. And once again, Adumene having trouble finishing. And that ball's going to go off the foot of McKelvey. Marlena Schmidt will check in for Adumene. Stack, front iron, no. Pepra Amani will run. Will take it right into the teeth of the defense. Finishes on the left side. She's got 7. Murray to Stack. Stack, she's not shy. She'll side iron again, and Wheeler, nice job. Kick back out. Dribble, penetrate, hesitate, yes. Murray has 13. Pepra Amani now. Crusaders are going backwards. And the steal. And the finish. And a good timeout here taken by Coach Cotro as Cards have gone on a little bit of a run here. 51-25, a 26-point advantage for the Cardinals. 20 in the third period. So, you are watching live Division I girls basketball action here on the highlight guy. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures, Jason Roby calling the play-by-play action for you along with the color. And happy to do so. Crusaders will inbound the ball here. Cards will drop back and pick up in the half court. And it is not a man defense, it is a 1-3-1 defense, as a different look here for the Cardinals. Trap was coming down there on the baseline and forced that bad pass, so a good job of extending that defensive pressure by the Cardinals. Not letting Memorial breathe in that one. Stack, baseline, kick out. Murray, and she was hacked. Foul is going to go against number 12, Marlena Schmidt. That is her second personal. That's the team's first team foul. I used the word team twice there in that sentence. Not a wordsmith. Here comes Moran. She'll throw it up, and she'll get fouled on the other end by Murray. Her second personal, the team's first, and Moran will head to the line for 2. Junior guard, side iron on the first. She'll get a second. One out of 2 on that rainmaker, 1 for 4 on the evening. And back the other way comes Stack in a hurry, and she'll get fouled. And that's going to go against McKelvey, and that's just her first personal. But that will send Stack to the free throw line. Stack cannot get the friendly roll there. See if she can get to 50% on this trip. And she does. 21 points so far for the 6-foot senior forward captain. Pepper Amani now working against this 1-3-1. And here comes that trap down in the baseline, and both times, both sides, that pass into the corner is spelled doom, as back the other way comes Murray. And she's got 15. We'll see. Kelby wants the ball on that post. She'll come out. Here comes the trap, skip pass. And it should be someone open on the other side, but the Cards, fast-moving feet. Pepper Omani throws it from the Mall in New Hampshire. Couldn't get it to go. That ball's going to go out of bounds off of Lynch as it rolls off of her toe. Adumene will check back in. And Schmidt will head to the bench. It is Crusader ball. Adumene now. Moran. Pepper Amani. No. So Pepper Amani has had a couple of long balls there that she's not been able to get it to go. And it looks like that one is going to go off of McKelvey. Fans here in attendance disagree. Until they have a striped shirt on, their opinion does not matter. Just saying. No, that's not true. It's a kinder, gentler nation, Steve. Everyone's opinion matters today. Ball worked around the perimeter. Lynch thought about it. Finds a streaking Stack. Tough angle there. McKelvey gets the board. Hands it off, and back the other way come the Crusaders. 54-26. Pepper Amani banished from the kingdom. Oh, and we got a Crusader and a Cardinal down as Paquette drills a 3. 6 points there. We had a little domino action happening in the paint. Good to see both players up and continuing in the flow of the game. McKelvey coming away with that one. Loses the handle. Here comes the trap. Oh, and there's a lucky fan. Don't get to keep that. But good quick hands there by that young lady in the stands over there taking a sip of water. She did a nice job of deflecting that pass away. Nice work over there. Pepper Amani now will back things out. Daly, double team was coming. Pepper Amani just getting in all kinds of trouble. Kicks it back out. Good pressure defense by the Cards. Good quick feet. Moran will drive into the land of the Giants and will get hammered there. And it looked like it was Muller on the foul as slow to get up, and she is hurting over there. The trainer goes over to check her out, as does Coach Cotro. Hope she's okay. The teams will head over to their respective benches while they check on the health. And let's hope it's just her having the wind knocked out of her in that particular instance. 57-26, Cardinal advantage. So the Crusaders will head to the bench as Coach Cotro and the trainer will go over and tend to the player who is down. And we'll take a look at what's happening here in the Cardinal huddle as they'll talk some things over, talk some strategy here. And Coach Craig pleased at this point with what he has seen from his team. As good communication by the Cardinals and good movement and good recognition in what they're doing. Nice to see them employ that 1-3-1 defensively there, and they extend that defense. And the Crusaders have the right idea in skipping the pass and trying to beat the movement of that defense, but that trap coming on the baseline has been troubled for the Crusaders. So we'll see if they come back in that 1-3-1 defense, or if they will again switch it up, maybe go back to a man-to-man, player-to-player defense. As we take a look at some of the banners up on the wall there. A football power here in the late 60s, early 70s. This is a very proud memorial program. And we'll take a look back on the floor here as number 5, Peyton Moran, gets a nice round of applause. And she's smiling, and that's good to see. And hopefully it was just a case of her getting the wind knocked out of her. She went to the basket hard and was fouled by Muller there. And she seems to be up and doing okay. I think she was in the act of shooting, so we'll see who gets to take those free throws for her. And it appears it's going to be Yaswe will do the free throws. Jocelyn Yaswe, junior guard, will take the shots for Moran. Back iron on the first, she'll get a second. Kaylee Brunette will check back in and give Emma Rossi a break. One out of 2 for Yaswe. Back the other way come the Cardinals, 57-27. 30-point advantage. Paquette will bring things out, set up the offense. Daly now in the motion here. Drive up and you know, Lynch has had a couple of looks. And they're going to call it jump ball, but the Crusaders will get it. And one of the things I've noticed about Lynch is she was able to hit that type of a runner there from that tough angle in the last game. Just missed that one. 57-27 Cards. Pepper Amani now takes one into the paint. 4 hands of Cardinals up, got a rebound, couldn't get it to go, and a nice rebound by Muller. And she'll run the floor, showing the good handle as the 6'2 forward. Paquette gets the pick. Daly now. Here comes the motion. Looks for a flashing Lynch. She'll go through the paint to the other side. And Murray will drive, and you'll watch that back on the highlight guy. I thought we were going to get a carry call there on Murray, as that thing was on a platter. I'm sure the highlight guy picked that one up. Adamine on the foul. And that is her third personal. Murray. Missed the first one. She'll get a second. 1 out of 2 for the 5'8" senior guard. Back the other way come the Crusaders. Back to the man-to-man defense for the Cardinals. Little push off there, a little forearm shiver. No harm, no foul. Good job by Muller extending the defense to help at half court. She gets beat. And that's what Coach Craik was talking about. If you get beat, that help defense has to get there. Shot from way downtown, couldn't get it to go. Ball will go out of bounds off of Schmidt. Muller and Stack will check back in. Lynch will get a break, as will Murray. Wheeler to do the honors, inbound pass. Player-to-player defense. Oh, the backdoor cut. And Daly was open for a second. But there's a good look there as they took advantage of the height of Muller, and she has her first bucket. Brunette now working against Stack. And the ball gets stolen there by Wheeler. Cards will run. Paquette, yes. She has 8. 43 seconds to go here, third quarter action, 62-27 Cardinals. And a good long arm play there. And what I mean by that is she reached her right arm instead of her left arm, and that helps you keep your defensive positioning as well. That's what they teach defensive backs in football to do. Got to get that ball in. Ball stolen by Paquette, goes up and in with the left. 10 points for the senior. 64-27, 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Schmidt now gets it out to the corner. Burnett, crossover dribble working against Stack. Wanted the backdoor pass, it was deflected. And a pretty pass there from Paquette to Wheeler. And she's got 4. And that will do it. They get that bucket just before the end of the third quarter. We'll head to the fourth. Bishop Guertin 66, Manchester Memorial 27. And as I talked to Coach Greg Cottrell, he said, look, this is a team that is 4-3 currently. Barring some miraculous comeback by these Crusaders, they'll be at 500 after tonight as they head to Bedford next week. So they could be playing their best basketball by the end of next week and have a losing record. And Coach Cottrell, to his credit, that's not what he's worried about right now, because he thinks they can go on a run in the later stages of the season and make a nice run when they are at full strength, with the hopes that they can see this Bishop Guertin team again or face Bedford for a second time. And that is the ultimate goal here in the state of New Hampshire, is getting the opportunity to play Guertin, Pinkerton, Bedford a second time. Because if you do, that means you're in the playoffs, and it could be late into the playoff season. So 66-27. 5 new shirts on the floor for BG. It'll be Lynch, Murray, Kukalakis, looks like Patel and Gilmore for the Cards. Murray will run the point. Dribble drive in the paint, throws one up, no. And I think that one's gonna go against Rossi, and it does on the blocking foul. That's her second personal. Fourth team foul against the Crusaders, just 2 against the Cardinals. And it's not something you necessarily look at in the scorebook, but you've got to be impressed with the limited amount of fouls that have been called here against both teams in the second half. But the full game thus far, it's, I think, and Steve Cody checking back in the truck to get the exact number. It looks like maybe 6, maybe 7 team fouls altogether. Murray knocks down 1 of 2. At least I believe it's 1 of 2. I don't know if the first one in it or not. I was busy talking. I think it's 1 out of 2. 67-27. Cardinals. Rossi closely guarded there by Kukalakis. Got the ball over to Schmidt. Schmidt now working at the elbow extended. Dumine going against Reagan. Reagan now. Good elevation on the hands. Ball kicked around the perimeter now. And it's Kuchalakis, by the way, not Kukalakis. It's Kuchalakis. And that one up and in for Hana. I know it's pronounced Hannah, but we call her Hana. Lynch with the bucket, chance for a 3-point play. So my apologies. Kuchalakis is in there now. I used to have a Nick Kutalakis that used to play for me at Nashua High, the one high school, probably where I get the enunciation from. Pronunciation? Enunciation? Well, we phys ed teachers, we're not not always gifted. Dumine will head to the bench. Nice bounce pass on the block there. McKelvey, the pretty make, had the height advantage on that one. There aren't many games where she won't have the height advantage. This is one of them where she can be neutralized. But she's had a heck of a game here. Kuchalakis, or rather that was Gilmore, couldn't get it to go. Back the other way. See, I just want to say Kuchalakis now the rest of the night. Atma now having some trouble on the block. Throws one up. No. McKelvey goes. And I'm going to get another opportunity here as McKelvey was fouled by Ariana Kuchalakis. I think he said it like I did. I don't know. McKelvey, front irons first. I always tell my students, be proud of your name, and if someone says it wrong, let them know, because at the end of the day, that's what you have. You need to say that properly, and I concur. In and out there for McKelvey. 0 for 2. Back the other way comes Lynch. Lynch drives, and again with the tough angle on that layup. But she hit like 3 of those in the last game. And that one, a rainmaker. That one almost set off the sprinklers here in the gym. But you have to go high, up high over the reach of some of these Cardinals. Gilmore now. Crossover. Nice bounce pass there. Gilmore will baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. Rebound Lynch. And it's on the floor, but she was grabbed. That foul went against Rossi, and she didn't think so, but
that's her second personal, 6th team foul. Cardinals number 33, Brooke Mueller.
Ball inbounded, pretty play there, finding Muller on the nice dish, and she's got 4. 4:39 to go in this one, 69-29, Guertin advantage. Shot from way downtown and an air ball there. Good hustle trying to keep it in by Schmidt, but you couldn't do it, so the Cards will get possession. Back the other way come the Cardinals. Crossover dribble, step back. Nope. Good battle for the board and good positioning by the Crusaders, but looks like it went off of McKelvey's hand, so the Cards will get to run an out-of-bounds play underneath the hoop. Gilmore. Murray. No. Rebound. Good battle there by Kuchelakis, and she comes away with the board. Short little jumper. Trajectory of that one was more on a straight line. And back the other way comes Pepper Amani. Hesitate, elbow, loses the dribble, kick out. Runner in the lane, and a pretty dipsy-do up and under for Fatah, and she is in the books. Timeout. All right, Cardinals will take the timeout. Safe travels to Beth as she gets prepared to take off on her flight. And thank you for that, the proper enunciation of the name. Much appreciated. Thank you all for watching the highlight guy here. It's always a pleasure for us to bring you the game action, live game action here from the campus of Manchester Memorial High School. We have a lot of fun here, but we certainly like promoting all of the student athletes here in the state. And if you have any interest in playing sports in college, then contact the highlight guy. He'll help you get noticed and recruited. They create highlight films. We film sporting events. We live stream. And again, we just want to do it to help the kids. So go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. Muller now, baseline, turning. And it was a good positioning underneath by McKelvey, but the ball turned over. Patel now in the corner. Nice battle and a good recognition there by Muller, but she put too much hot sauce on that pass, and it went off of Patel's hands. But she was feeling the double, so she kicked it back out, and that's the right thing to do. 69-31 Cardinals, 2:40 to go in this one. Bounce pass, Pepper Amani now, working against Daly. Daly, one of the defensive stars in the last game against Drake. Baseline, dribble drive, up and under, no. And it was a good look, but a good rebound there by Patel. Burnett had a good opportunity there. Kuchelakis now gets the ball in to Muller, and she has her 6th point. 71-31, ball is on the floor. Patel gets the ball back, and the Cards will set up in the half court. No whistle, kick back out. Muller, the runner in the lane, no. Good rebound by the Crusaders. Timeout, Coach Cotro, 71-31. There's 1:40 to go in this one. So, appears that the Cardinals here, they will go to, doesn't appear, they will go to 6-0. And this Memorial team will fall to 4-4. As we mentioned, the Memorial will be at Bedford on Tuesday, 7 o'clock start to that one. And this Bishop Guertin team will be in action against LaSalle High School as one of the 6 out-of-state games or out-of-state opponents that we have. That game will be played at Bishop Guertin. 2 o'clock tip-off in that one. So, and a good timeout called there by Coach Cotro. Wants to make sure he sets up the right way to play this final 1:40, and I think both teams need to keep that in mind because there's still a lot of season left to be played here, and you got to be smart. Daly now marking up Pepper Omani. Nice bounce pass to the spot to McKelvey. Skip pass there. The left-hand runner in the lane is no good, and the rebound went to Kuchalakis. But it went out of bounds, and so Memorial will get possession. Moran to do the honors. Good quick hands there by Gilmore. Crusader ball out on the side. And another good long arm there. Kuchalakis. And that one goes through a couple of hands and finds its way into Muller. Muller now running the point. And she'll dribble drive. McKelvey cutting off that drive. Got it back out to Daly. Bounce pass there up top. Cards play a little two-player game here. Working it in the half court. It works itself around the perimeter. Cards showing good patience here as they work the ball around. Daly, dribble drive, kick out, yes. Good ball movement here. 12 seconds to go. Good discipline by this Guertin team. They're looking to run this one out. 7 seconds, 6. And that is going to do it. Final in this one, it is Bishop Guertin 71, Manchester Memorial 31, 40-point win. Both teams will meet at half court to extend a hand and wish each team well as they head to the next game. Big games for both of these teams coming up, and certainly not the last we're going to hear, I think, from this Manchester Memorial team. This is a Guertin team that played them twice last year, once in the playoffs, so don't be surprised if the Crusaders find their way back into that tournament and Guertin has to play them once again. But a lot of basketball to go before we get to that point. We'll look at some point total finals here as we get to it. Not sure if Coach wants any interviews the second half. Looks like they'll grab their stuff and prepare to hit the road. Maybe we'll get Megan Stack, maybe not. So Stack finished with 21 points on the night. Steve Cody, 4 points shy in his assessment, although to be fair, she did not play much of the fourth quarter, so we'll call that one a wash. It's a draw. But Nostradamus himself making the call, and some good ones at that. So as we take a look at the final score of this one, it is a 40-point BG win as they finish 71-31 against the Manchester Memorial team that, quite frankly, was pretty good. Obviously, they will improve as the season goes along. We'll take a look at our final numbers here. Paquette, excuse me, easy for me to say, finished with 10 points. Olivia Murray had 17 points. She had a good night scoring. Hannah Lynch had 13. It is Friday the 13th, so lucky 13 points for Hannah. Stack, as we mentioned, had 21. Wheeler had 4. And Muller with a strong second half with 6 points to total to 71 points. On the other side of things for Memorial, Rossi had 6. Moran with 3. Yaswe with a point from the free throw line. Fatah with 2. Adamene with 2. Leading scorer for the Crusaders was McKelvey. She had 11. And rounding out the scoring, Pepper Amani with 7. So that is going to do it for us here from the campus of Manchester Memorial. I will see you again on Monday afternoon, 2 o'clock from the campus of Bishop Guertin. as we prepare for an out-of-state opponent that's coming in to the nest in LaSalle High School. Meanwhile, this Manchester Memorial team will head to Bedford. 7 o'clock tip-off in that one next Tuesday.